Love it or hate it, everybody needs some form of transportation to get around Singapore. Regulations such as COE and a quota system affect all vehicle owners, but for a very small group of motorcyclists, it is getting more difficult to get by. With effect from February 2018, the Land Transport Authority has decreed a 0% vehicle growth rate here in Singapore. Now, what does this mean for vehicle owners here on this little island? When you have an increasing population with higher affluence and the demand for private cars doesn't drop, there's going to be only one conclusion: prices will go up. The supply of COEs comes from two things: the number of deregistered vehicles and the maximum allowed net growth of vehicles. When you remove one, the number of COEs is then dependent on a sole source. Combine this with an ever-strong desire to own a car, and what you get is a country with a low supply of COEs. Now, when the COE was introduced in May 1990, there were 7 categories, including one open category. Now, think of the open category as a wild card, unpredictable with no restrictions. Now, this was meant to compensate for the lack of quota in the other categories, including motorcycles. In May 2017, the cost of a Cat E COE was about $55,000. Now, if a rider were to purchase a Cat E COE for his motorbike, he would have to pay 1/3 of the value, which would come to about $18,000. Now, that's 3 times the price of a normal Cat D COE. Whatever happened to the wildcard? In the 2013 Land Transport Master Plan, LTA reported that it is not possible to build any more roads for private transport, as 12% of total land area has been used for roads. That's 9,081 lane kilometre of roads. That same year, Uber launched in Singapore, followed very closely by Grab Taxi. Now, what started as taxi hailing apps have quickly grown into 2 of the largest mobile transport apps here in Singapore, dominating our phones and our roads. In April 2016, Lion City Rentals submitted 810 COE bids. Now, this is 11% of the total car COE bids available. Out of these, they received 270 of them. Subsequently, they submitted 630 bids and received 510 of them. With such fierce bidding in Category A, private car owners have no choice but to look towards bidding in Category E, the wild card. Since 2004, Cat A COEs have gone through a feast and famine cycle. Cat E COEs dipped in 2010 with an all-time low number of quotas in 2014. They have, however, been rising in the past years. Compare that to the motorcycle Cat D COEs and you'll realize that it's been stagnant since 2003. Every year, the LTA moves quotas from Cat D to Cat E. Now, this slowly but surely reduces the number of motorcycles. Instead, the number of cars consistently grow. Coupled with the fact that the cost of a Cat D COE has exponentially grown in the last 15 years, it is more difficult than ever to own a motorcycle now.